Doing something a little bit different this time. Figured since this is a relatively complex game, at least compared to the previous ones, I would show this off in a video instead of just talking about it in text format. This way people who are not very good at the game will be able to see further into the game than they normally would. And so, yeah, I don't want to sit on this title screen for too long, so if you click on the G, there are some gameplay tips, which I will probably tell you anyway, but it's good that they're in the game, I guess, even though they're not really too helpful. But it does tell you that there is a secret code. It doesn't tell you what the secret code is, but it is just the classic Konami code. So if you put in up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, you will start the game with 30 mans. So I definitely did it for this playthrough. It was very helpful to have. There's no kind of negative side effect for doing that I can tell, so unless you're going to challenge yourself and think you're going to get through all 100 levels of this game, then yeah, go ahead and do that code probably. But anyway, this is a pretty simplistic game. Well, I mean, obviously it's based off of classic arcade games. Goal here is you just squish 10 peasants to fill up your meter on the top, and then you can burninate things. So you want to burn all the cottages, and then when you burn all those, then you beat the level. If a peasant goes back into the cottage, then you lose a point off the top, and you have to then squish another one to make up for it. So depending on the level design, sometimes it can be very difficult to actually get your score up all the way. I mean, there's some later ones that really pose a problem with this. There actually was a level, used to be level 27, that was almost impossible to beat, but they did fix this eventually after enough people complained about it. And so, yeah, I'm obviously not going to show the whole game here, because it's really repetitive, and also I have not beaten the whole game. Like I said, there are 100 levels in this. I've never gotten past, I think in this playthrough I got to 32, and I want to say that's probably the best I've ever done. So, yeah, it kind of, some of those later levels I died on 20 times. I'm probably going to show that here. I'm just recording this audio without actually looking at any of the footage, because it's easier this way. I'll just talk about it and then put the footage in later. But there's just a couple other things I did want to mention about this. There are treasure rooms that you can get into. There's one in level 7 with the cottage on the left side. You just burn the 4 that are in the way of it, and you can go inside there and you get some gold or treasure or whatever it is. It just gives you extra points, which you might think is useless, but you get an extra man for every 300 points you get, so it's good to grab those. There are treasure rooms in other levels, but as far as I can tell, you cannot get into them if you've gotten into a treasure room in a previous level. There's supposed to be one bottom right corner of level 11, and it wouldn't let me get into there. So I think that's how that works. It's kind of weird. The wiki is a bit indecisive on how that works, but that's what it seems like to me. Yeah, not really sure what else to say about this one. I mean, there is at least according to the wiki, there's a credit sequence at the end, which I have not seen, that shows, the cast of characters. It says that there's the red and blue knights, even though they are both clearly blue. And there is also a burning peasant called the Steve. I was not aware of this when I made my Mario Sunshine joke. So, kind of weird how that worked out. But, yeah, that's pretty much TROGDOR. This is the first game that Jonathan Howe helped with, and it definitely shows. I read in an interview somewhere, don't remember where it was, that
this is the worst game I've ever played.
Basically, he was just somebody who contacted Matt and Mike and said, hey, the games on your website really suck. Do you want some help making better ones? And so he helped with this, did the revamped version of Awesome Cross 98, and then basically helped with all the games to come later on. So, definitely good to get some of those older games out of the way, because nobody played those ever, so, yeah.
Squished you, peasanty. Whoa! That's like the coolest secret thing I ever found in a video game, man. It's like some dude's name.